it's Debbie Debickus here. Today's consult is going to be whether you want to improve your game. And what I mean by that is I work, and I have worked as I continue to work with many athletes. And an athlete to me is, anything from a golfer to a soccer player to baseball to basketball to ice hockey. Don't have to be celebrities and NFL players, because I work a lot with 16, 17, 18-year-old kids that want that scholarship. And what I find in common is I'm not here to teach them their skill and to train them on what they need in their physical body, their stamina to get there. But I work on the way they think, the way that they view themselves, the way that they can see where they're going. And there's some commonality with everyone I work with, and that's from the $3 to $5 million contract a year player to the kid that is struggling hard to get a scholarship and needs to get that 3-point whatever it is to get his scholarship. What I find is it's the way that they see themselves, and that's their beliefs in themselves. They can train and train and train, but unless they believe that they're a winner, unless they believe that they're worth it, unless they really believe that this visualization that they are seeing they're worthy of having, they struggle. And they struggle and they struggle and they struggle. And I'll give you a few examples. I was working with somebody a few years ago, and no matter how hard they trained, they wanted a lead role in not just being a player in their field, but being a leader in their field. And no matter what they were given the responsibilities, there was a voice in their head saying, no, that's not going to happen. You're just not worthy of that. And whenever that voice came, it would hold them back. And that was the view that they saw themselves. So we worked together by visualizing where they saw themselves in their field, in their game, in the world that they had created within their sports. And it amazed me how many people couldn't visualize where they wanted to go. And that's from anybody being, an okay player to being the best player. And it reminds me a lot of Toby Bryant. Toby Bryant, when I looked at his documentary on Netflix, it really made me think how powerful he was at having the visualization of where he was going. And he visualized it and he visualized it. The NFL, he visualized it and visualized it. And when it became reality and he was there, they're like, wow, this is amazing. And he said, no, I knew this day would come. And it's come to me. I've worked hard for it and I saw it coming to me. And why I'm telling you that is it's so important for your game, the game you want to play, the game you want to live, the game of life, because it is a game. Whether it be the athletic game in sports or the career or the family, whatever your game is, unless you have the ability to visualize the outcome, where you're going, where you're progressing, and keep progressing, because you're then working to your potential. And we all have that capability of working to our full potential, and it's endless. So see yourself being signed up for scholarship, see yourself getting that place, see yourself being chosen with a scout's chosen you, see yourself being number one, see yourself climbing, and keep it going. Because in the athletes that I work with, many of these athletes come to me with fears. Fears of, will it last? Fears of, what happens when I'm not this player? Fears of, I don't know any other identity but being the player and what comes with the player. But what happens if I'm no longer the player? That biggest fear in them holds them back. So they're playing their game out of fight or flight, and not playing their game out of I am worthy and deserving of being unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I'm a winner. I'm there. I'm going. And when you continually have that thought in your head, You can have all the training and all the skills that you do every single day, but unless you've got this correct mindset of believing that you're more than enough, you're good enough, you're winning, you deserve this, bring it to me. My goodness, it comes. Why? Because you're living that path, because you're visualizing that path and you're doing it. If anybody wants help with my services in reprogramming, resetting your mindset, that mindset reset, or not just talking it, yeah, I'll be number one, yeah, it's coming to me, not just talking it, but walking it, walking it, living it. You are unstoppable. You are worth it. You've trained. You deserve this. You're continuing to work to your potential. You're working to your potential now, and you're going and you're going and you're going, and it doesn't stop because there's no end. It's endless. Everybody's potential. Again, if you can relate to anything, not just athletic goals, as in, play the game, win the game, improve your game, but life's a game, guys. Where are you in this game of life? Are you holding yourself back? Are you self-sabotaging? Are you saying it but not feeling it? Are you talking it but not walking it? Are you walking it but not even talking it? Because inside you just feel worthless. And maybe it's time that you invested in yourself and had this way of thinking match what you really, really want your game, your goal to be. Again, thanks for listening. If you can relate to this at all, please get in touch with me. You can email me at debbiedubicus@gmail.com. Thank you.